There is something heaven has been keeping from you. A detail about your future spouse that might surprise you. Something God decided long before you even started praying. While you've been imagining someone your age, maybe someone older, someone with years of experience behind them, heaven has been preparing someone different, someone younger. And before you dismiss this word, before you let doubt creep in, before you think this isn't for you, I need you to hear what the angels have been saying over your life. Because this isn't random, this isn't a mistake, this is strategic. This is divine wisdom operating in ways you haven't yet understood. And the reason God chose someone younger for you will transform how you see his plan for your love life. Stay with me. What I'm about to reveal will answer questions you've been afraid to ask. Before we go deeper into this message, if you're hearing the Spirit confirm this word in your heart right now, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button for God's Prophecy Message channel. Leave a powerful word in the comments. Like this video so more people can receive this prophetic insight. And if you feel led, support this ministry through Super Thanks right here or donate through our Buy Me Coffee link in the description. Your support helps us continue bringing heaven's messages to those who are waiting. Now let's dive into what heaven is revealing. I know what you're thinking right now. Younger? How much younger? Why younger? What does God see that I don't see? And underneath those questions, there's something else stirring. Fear. Concern about what people will say. Worry about how it will look. Doubt about whether this could really be God's voice or just your imagination. Let me tell you something that will settle your spirit. God doesn't make decisions based on what people think. He doesn't arrange marriages based on social norms. He doesn't match souls based on what looks good on paper. He matches hearts based on his eternal wisdom. And when he chose someone younger for you, he did it with such precision, such foresight, such perfect understanding of what you need that it would take your breath away if you could see the full picture right now. But you will see it. In time. The question is, will you trust him before you see it? There's a story in scripture that doesn't get talked about enough when it comes to age differences. Joseph was 30 years old when he stood before Pharaoh. Genesis 41-46 tells us this clearly. And while the Bible doesn't give us Asenath's exact age when they married, scholars believe she was significantly younger. A daughter of an Egyptian priest given to Joseph by Pharaoh himself. But here's what matters. God didn't make a mistake in that assignment. Joseph needed someone who hadn't been through what he'd been through. Someone whose innocence could help heal his wounds. Someone whose youth could bring fresh perspective to a man who had seen betrayal, prison, and pain. Someone who could help him build a new legacy, not just maintain an old one. Are you hearing this? Because your story has similar threads. You've been through things. Heartbreak that aged your soul. Disappointments that made you cautious. Betrayals that taught you to guard your heart with walls so high, you sometimes wonder if anyone will ever climb them. And God looked at all of that. All the pain. All the wisdom you gained through suffering. All the maturity that came at such a high cost. And he said, I'm going to give you someone whose youth will balance your depth, not someone immature. Don't confuse younger with immature. God would never give you someone who isn't ready, but someone whose energy, whose vision, whose hope hasn't been dimmed by the kind of battles you've fought. Someone who will look at your wisdom and honor it. Someone who will bring lightness to your seriousness. Someone who will remind you how to dream again. Let me take you deeper into the heart of God on this. There are several reasons heaven chose someone younger specifically for you. And I'm going to walk through each one because you need to understand this isn't just about age. It's about assignment. It's about purpose. It's about what God is building through your union that requires this specific combination. First reason, protection. God chose someone younger because you need to be the protector, the guardian, the one who leads with wisdom, earned through experience. You've been asking God to use your pain for something, to make your past mean something, to turn your trials into testimony. And one of the ways he's answering that prayer is by giving you someone to pour into, someone who will benefit from everything you learned the hard way. Think about Boaz and Ruth. Ruth chapter 2 shows us a man who had already established himself, a man of standing, a man of wealth and reputation, and Ruth was younger. A widow, yes, but younger. And watch what Boaz does. He protects her. He provides for her. He makes sure no one touches her or harms her. He uses his position and his wisdom to create safety for her. Ruth 2-9. Let your eyes be on the field which they reap, and go after them. Have I not commanded the young men not to touch you? This is the heart of a man who understands his role. And God is giving you that same assignment. Not to control, not to dominate, but to protect with the wisdom you've gained. Your future spouse is going to face battles, challenges that you've already conquered, temptations you've already overcome, confusion you've already navigated, and your experience becomes their advantage. Your scars become their shield. Your past becomes their protection. This is why God chose someone younger, because he trusts you with this assignment. Second reason, balance. God chose someone younger because your union needs equilibrium. You carry depth, spiritual depth that came through pressing, emotional depth that came through pain, mental depth that came through overthinking every situation until you found wisdom. And while that depth is beautiful, it can also be heavy. It can make you serious when you need to be playful. It can make you cautious when you need to be spontaneous. It can make you plan when you need to just live. Your younger spouse is going to bring balance, not by dismissing your wisdom, but by reminding you that life is also meant to be enjoyed, that not everything requires deep analysis, that sometimes you can just laugh, just dance, just be present without worrying about what comes next. Ecclesiastes 3:1 tells us, "To everything there is a season, a time for every purpose under heaven." You've had your season of learning, of growing, of maturing through fire. And now God is bringing someone who will help you enter a season of enjoying, of celebrating, of building something beautiful without the weight of past pain crushing it. This is divine balance. This is God's wisdom in pairing. And it's going to feel like fresh air when it happens. Third reason, legacy. This one is deeper than you might expect. God chose someone younger because of what he wants to build through your lineage, through your children, through the generations that will come from your union. When there's an age gap, there's often a unique dynamic in parenting. One parent brings wisdom and stability. The other brings energy and relatability. One parent has the long view. The other has the current connection. And children raised in that kind of balance often become world changers. Think about it. Abraham was 100 years old when Isaac was born. Genesis 21:5 confirms this. Sarah was 90. And yes, this was a miracle, but it was also strategic. Isaac was raised by a father who had walked with God for decades, who had made mistakes and learned from them, who had deep faith forged through impossible situations. And that legacy shaped Isaac. It shaped Jacob. It shaped the entire nation that came from that line. God sees generational impact. He sees what your children will need. And part of what they'll need is a parent who has youthful energy to engage with them and a parent who has seasoned wisdom to guide them. Your younger spouse isn't just for you. They're for the legacy you're going to build together. Now, I want to pause here and address something, because I know some of you are feeling resistance. You're thinking, but what will people say? What will my family think? What if people judge us? Can I be direct with you? People talked about every major biblical couple. They talked about Abraham marrying Sarah. They talked about Boaz choosing Ruth. They talked about Joseph being second in command in Egypt. They talked about David being anointed as a shepherd boy. People will always talk. The question is, will you let their voices drown out God's voice? Proverbs 29:25 warns us, "The fear of man brings a snare, but whoever trusts in the Lord shall be safe." If you let fear of judgment stop you from receiving what God has assigned to you, you'll miss out on one of the greatest blessings of your life. And here's something else heaven wants you to know. The right people will celebrate this. The people who truly love you and trust God's plan for you will see the blessing. They'll see how happy you are. They'll see how well you complement each other. They'll see the fruit of the relationship. And anyone who can't